Your car is more than just a machine. It's a repository of memories, a testament to engineering from a different era. But outside these walls, the world is changing. India is on a mission to reshape how we move. It starts here, in the fields. A green revolution designed to slash emissions and secure our energy future. Ethanol. It's clean, it's renewable. It makes up 20% of the petrol sold at every pump. This is E20. For a modern engine, it's progress. But for the icons of the past, it is an uninvited guest. A chemical shift that your car's creators never saw coming. The mandate is nationwide. The rollout is aggressive. There is no opting out of the future. Manufacturers have adapted. New vehicles are built to thrive on this blend. But what about the millions left behind? If your car was built before 2023, you aren't just changing your fuel, you're starting a countdown. In this video, we go beneath the surface to see the war being waged inside your fuel lines. To understand the threat, we have to look at the molecular level. Ethanol is hygroscopic. It doesn't just sit in your tank, it hunts for water. Like a magnet, it pulls moisture from the air. In India's high humidity climate, this process is relentless. Once the water saturation hits a tipping point, phase separation occurs. The ethanol and water sink to the bottom, forming a corrosive sludge right where your fuel pump sits. This isn't just bad fuel, it's a solvent. In older cars, your fuel lines were made of nitrile rubber. To ethanol, that rubber is food. It leaches the plasticizers out of the rubber, causing it to swell, crack, and eventually disintegrate from the inside out. Those microscopic bits of rubber travel straight to your injectors. The result? Clogged nozzles, lean firing, and engine stutters. Then there's the metal. Ethanol is conductive. It triggers galvanic corrosion in older zinc, aluminum, and brass components that weren't coated for alcohol. Ethanol burns cooler, but it leans out the air-fuel ratio. In an older engine with a fixed ECU or a carburetor, this means higher head temperatures and potential knocking. It's not just about long-term damage. It's about how your car feels today. Ethanol has a secret. It carries less energy than pure petrol. On paper, ethanol has about 1/3 less energy density. To get the same bang for your buck, your engine has to drink more of it. Modern cars have wide-band sensors to adjust. But older systems? They're stuck in the past. They run lean. Too much air, not enough fuel. This leads to knocking, an uncontrolled explosion that hammers your pistons and rod bearings. It's the sound of an engine fighting its own fuel. Leaner mixtures mean higher combustion temperatures. Your cooling system, designed for E5 or E10, is now being pushed to its absolute limit. Your car isn't destined for the scrap heap. But survival in the E20 era requires a tactical upgrade. It's time to ethanol-proof your machine. Step 1. The arteries. Swap those old nitrile rubber lines for PTFE, Teflon-lined hoses. They are chemically inert to ethanol and will never swell or flake. Install a high-micron fuel filter and change it every 5,000 kilometers. Remember the scrubbing effect. Ethanol will loosen years of gunk in your tank. Don't let it reach your injectors. If your car sits for more than a week, use a dedicated ethanol stabilizer. It prevents phase separation by chemically binding the water molecules so they can't sink. Finally, adjust the tune. For carburetors, slightly larger jets are a must to compensate for the lower energy density. For early EFI cars, a fuel pressure regulator can help bridge the gap. E20 is a challenge, but for those who understand the science, it's just another chapter in the life of a classic. Protect the machine, and it will protect the memories.